I'm a Central Florida native born and raised in Sumter and Lake County back when this area was nothing like it is today. Before the subdivisions, before the highways, before everything got cleared out, this place was woods as far as you could see. My grandparents lived on a road that led straight to the Forest Fire Tower, and if you know anything about those areas back then, you know how remote they were. Thick woods, no streetlights, no nearby neighbors, just pine trees, palmettos, and darkness. That's the setting for something that has stayed with me for over 50 years. This happened in the early 1970s. I was just a kid, staying the night at my grandparents' house with my cousin. We were sleeping in the living room, laid out in our sleeping bags on the floor. The house was quiet, no TV, no talking. The only light on was the porch light, which cast a faint glow through the front of the house. Sometime in the early morning hours, right before dawn, I woke up with that feeling that something wasn't right. You know the feeling, like you're being watched. I opened my eyes and looked toward the doorway. And that's when I saw it. Standing there, completely silent, was a huge, man-like figure. It wasn't moving, it wasn't making a sound, it was just watching us. I couldn't scream, I couldn't move. My cousin was awake too, I could feel the tension. We were both frozen in our sleeping bags, staring at this thing, too terrified to even whisper. What made it so disturbing wasn't just its size, it was the way it stood there, calm and still, like it knew we were awake and was observing us. Its head was nearly level with the top of the doorway. If that was a man, then he was massive. This wasn't someone crouching or bending down. This thing was standing upright, filling the doorway. There were no footsteps, no breathing, no movement of any kind. Just this dark, towering figure outlined by the porch light behind it. The encounter probably lasted a minute or two, but when you're a kid frozen in fear, it feels like an eternity. I remember thinking my heart was going to beat right out of my chest, and then, just as quietly as it appeared, it was gone. No sound, no door opening, no footsteps walking away, nothing. Eventually, morning came, and with daylight, the courage to talk about it. But even then, we didn't have words for what we saw. We just knew it wasn't normal, and it wasn't something either of us could explain. Decades have passed since that night. I'm almost 60 years old now, and I've lived a full life. I've seen a lot of things. But I can tell you this with absolute certainty. I will never forget that moment. I will never forget the way it felt to be watched. And I will never forget the size of that thing standing in the doorway. With all the deforestation in Central Florida now, I honestly wonder where creatures like that could even go. But back then, when the woods were endless, it makes you think whatever it was real, and it knew we were there.